Hello, everyone. Welcome to Hartford Hurriers. This is a draft analysis for a multi-battle league called Lidl League with my partner Okan. We are both
Hi.
of we are both of the Team Sniper Tomato, and
Yeah.
yeah, we'll start with our first pick, which was the Milotic, which was something we both knew we really wanted. So we figured, even though it's lower tier, it's B tier in this league. We figured we'd just grab it first because we knew
Yeah.
that all the S tiers would be fine with us, whichever one we got.
We were the fourth pick, so we said I think the first three picks were Kurem, Coco, and Metametagros, none of which we wanted. And
Hmm.
at that point, we look at the S tiers, and there was like 5 or 6 S tiers we would be happy with, and we said, okay, we can just leave the S tiers down the road, and we can just get the value picks. And Milotic in tier B is a really great one because Milotic is one of the bulkiest good ones actually. Uh, it doesn't use the Marvel skin in doubles. It uses competitive, which is a really great ability considering Intimidate is everywhere.
Yeah,
And Milotic is
we can
I
we
think
can
other than Mega Manic Trick, Milotic is really great against all the Intimidate users.
so we can just like build it tanky, and then we get some intimidate competitive boost, and we can do damage back as well.
Yeah, if you want to be a sweeper, you can use Adrenal Norp to get +1 sweep when you get the speed, when you get the plus intimidated. It will immediately make you +2 speed, +1 speed, and +2 special attack.
Yeah,
And Mautic, the main problem with Mautic is the speed is questionable because it's kind of fast for Trick Room, but slow for the outside of Trick Room. And the other problem is the move pool. I mean,
yeah, it's kind of a shallow
it's
move pool,
enough.
but what it
Yeah,
gets
it's
certainly
enough.
is good. Like Icy Wind's really good in doubles, and of course
Yeah,
Scald is
Ice
always
Wind or
useful.
Ice Beam or even Blizzard,
Oh, it gets
which
Blizzard.
you see that we have the hail. We can have the hail up, and it has Scald obviously, and you can run just recover and protect. It has enough of a move pool to be really good at the ladder. In League, it might be kind of a problem because it kind of lacks the diversity, so the opponent can know what to expect. Other than that, Milotic in Tier B is a great one.
Yeah, that was a pretty
So
solid first pick for us, I thought.
yeah, true.
Okay, we'll move on to our second pick, which was a C tier called Diancie. And we mentioned Trick Room before, which is why that's why we drafted Diancie, because we knew we wanted some good Trick Room options on this team. And we thought that Diancie, with it gets access to Trick Room and it has really good bulk, that would make it a really good Trick Room setter for the team.
Yeah, the 150 is a really good bulk. Just 50 HP, I think, but still with the that defense and that special defense, it can survive many super effective hits, which isn't a steel type, I think.
Yeah,
And it can run different sets. It can run defense with the like light screen and what is the other one?
Reflect.
Reflect. Yeah,
Yeah,
doubles. It can run double screens. It can run kind of a sweeper set with weakness policy. It
and even
has
out of Trick Room, it can have weakness policy, rock polish if we really felt like going crazy.
that's also true. Yeah, I mean the Diamond Storm hits both opponents, and you
Oh
can
yeah,
get immediately to +4. Yeah, +4 defense, and that's good. The Moonblast is good. It's not really passive because both attack and special attacks are 100,
hmm,
so it's not that weak, and it's a really good trick room one.
yeah.
Yeah,
It gets some good coverage too,
it
like
gets
Earth
good coverage. Yeah,
Power and some other stuff like that too. And then,
true.
yeah, and then for our next pick, we figured we wanted. Well, our next pick is the Tier A regular Salamence. Since we were considering Mega Salamence not too seriously, but then that was picked, so we're like, okay, we'll just go for regular Salamence. Because we still get the Intimidate and we still get the Moxie if we want. And also, we
Yeah,
wanted it something that could really do a lot of work outside of the trick room. So that's where this thing comes and does all that.
True. Uh in the league format, you can't just draft a trick room team, or you can't just draft a fest team. Like you can draft a fest team, but then you need to be able to stop the opposing trick rooms, and opponents will come prepared to set up the trick room. Like they can use the mental herb, fake out support, follow me support, and they can just set their trick room up. So you need to have both options available. So your opponent wouldn't say, okay, they're gonna definitely come with trick room, so we should just try to demolish their plans, kill their trick room setter, etc., etc. So Salamence was a really good option for that. Someone says 100 base speed, so it's fast. It has tailwind. It
Yeah,
has
it has some good supporting options too.
yeah,
Now
both
that you mention it.
abilities are really good. It also gets helping hands, I think.
Oh, does it?
I'm not really sure, but I think it gets. So like even in the trick room, it's kind of has some options. It can still has intimidate. Intimidate is obviously one of the best abilities in doubles.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't get
Oh,
helping hand. My bad. But it gets like it can. It's not uncommon to have special Salamence in doubles. Like not maybe fully special, but it still
yeah, like
has
mixed maybe.
110 special attack. So you can have something like Heat Wave, Fire Blast.
Hmm.
So even
Yes, the thing is very
like
diverse, which is why
yeah,
it's all the way up in A tier. That's a lot of options we can go with it.
true. So at that point we have like one fast mon, one slow mon, one mon that can go anywhere.
Yeah,
So the fourth pick was another Trick Room setter for us.
yeah, Reuniclus, which is a great mon to have in Trigoon because it just does so much damage, and it's already
True.
naturally slow.
True. It's our second Trick Room setter, and uh,
And
I
it
think
it
it's
is B
second
tier.
and the last, right? Yeah, it's again B tier. And what I really like about our Trick Room setters generally like P2, the Oranguru. They're good Trick Room setters, but they are kind of passive when they set the Trick Room. They just
Yeah,
P2 can do some damage, okay, and Oranguru has the instruct, but still, our Trick Room setters, Diancie has 100 in both attacks and can uh, run some setups. Rhinoculus itself, it's already had 125 special attack and still has like Calm Mind options.
yeah.
So
Your
they're
unit,
not done when they set the trick room. They can set the trick room and then sweep.
your Reuniclus gets some good special moves as well. Like Z Focus
Yeah,
Blast will I'm sure do a lot of work, do a lot of
Energy
things.
Ball, Psyshock, Shadow
Yeah,
Ball.
yeah, exactly.
Uh, it has what you need. Like
Hmm.
it really has some. It gets Signal Beam.
I
What
don't I don't think
else?
its abilities are too useful in doubles particularly, but they
Uh,
certainly aren't the worst that you could have.
True. Like you can. Our team is kind of bulky, so it can actually we can kind of get some benefit from the regen.
Yeah,
Overcoat is not a bad ability because Overcoat kind of makes you immune to the
yeah,
sleep. I think the
and
spore.
you know what? I just realized we have hail as well, so that'll make it immune to that.
Yeah,
So that actually
and
kind of
also
works.
the rage powder. It's not the
Yeah.
affected by rage powder and stuff. So yeah, it's
So
actually in
it's
singles it
yeah,
use magic guard and regen, but in doubles overcoat is also useful.
yeah. And then after this, I think we wanted a follow me type, or we wanted something for
Yeah,
follow me at this point, right? So I figured we'd
true.
take the Magmar in C tier because it's with Eviolite it can be pretty bulky, and also the its ability Flame Body is always useful to get some burns on some things.
Yeah, it can shut down the physical threats.
Oh yeah.
And uh, the we didn't talk about the system. The you dropped one S tier, two A
Oh yeah, yeah.
tiers, four B tiers, and five C tiers.
This was
So
our second C tier.
yeah, this is our second C tier, and Magmar is a good one in league format because the like you said, the follow me is pretty good with Flame Body especially,
Yeah,
and
especially with
with
our Trick
Eviolite.
Roomers. Follow Me gives them some free Trick Room setup or for
Yeah,
any of our
and
setup sweepers for that matter.
at this point, our mons, like I said, they're not passive. They set up and then they sweep, and we needed some support mons at this point.
Hmm.
Uh, and Magmar is a great one. The Helping Hand is also there for additional damage after. Like it can just go for a follow me to defensively or Helping Hand for offense.
Yeah,
Uh,
and I
I
think
mean,
when we drafted this, Mag Mortar was still open, but I think we went with this just because there were some other B tiers that we'd rather have than Mag Mortar.
you
Or was it taken already?
both of them are C tiers actually,
Oh, really?
but
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah,
Okay.
Magmortar has base 75 HP, 67 defense, and 95 special defense. Magmar, on the other hand, has 65, 57, and 85. So basically 10 less in each of them. But with Eviolite, it's much more
Yeah.
bulkier.
So
So
that's
in
what we wanted. We
doubles,
wanted a bulky follow
yeah,
me.
we didn't want too much damage anyway. So we didn't need a
Yeah.
125 special attack from Magmortar. And Magmar is also not too passive with 100 special attack. It can still have some damage with flamethrower and such. So it's a useful one.
Yeah.
Uh,
And we knew
not
we
the
have it.
best. It also has clear smog,
That could
which
be
can
useful. Yeah.
be quite useful. Yeah,
And we knew that we had some other damage already on the team, and we knew we were gonna draft some
yeah,
more
and
damage.
we
So
would have, yeah.
we knew we didn't need Mag Mortar's damage. And then in the vein of drafting some support mons, our next was a B tier Murkrow, who I didn't even realize this was like an option until Okan brought it up to me. 'Cause I didn't think Murkrow had any use anywhere competitively, but it gets some really interesting moves that it can go
Murkrow
for with
is great.
Prankster. Yeah, like
Murkrow is
Prank.
great because the prankster.
Yeah, it gets Squash,
And
which
yeah,
it forces a
prankster
target
quash
to
is the best move in doubles for
yeah
sure.
with with Squash you can force an opponent to move last. So if we're outside of Trick Room and we have someone slower on our side, we can still give them a chance to get their hits in before they die, which is really
Yeah,
good.
yeah. That's not the only thing it can do. It can like just T wave something, toxic something,
Tailwind.
uh, tailwind. We can go faster. It can snatch even or snarl
Yeah,
just to
and
lower the special attack.
there's not much hazards in doubles, but if people do happen to run it, it does get defog.
Yeah,
But
we're kind of weak to rocks, so it may come up at some point. Uh, and it can be useful, but it has, like I said, many support options.
yeah, this is a great support
So
mon for sure.
yeah,
And
I
with
mean even
Eviolite, it can take some hits too.
that's true. Like also 8-5 in bot attacks is not too bad.
Yeah.
It can just run one attack, one sucker punch or something. It can. Oh, it also has taunt, which is also pretty good because
Oh yeah,
we
Taunt's
can
great.
prevent taunt to our own trick room setters by taunting the
Yeah,
opponents who
Prankster
might
Taunt is
have
really good.
taunt. Yeah. So I think overall, Murkrow is one of the better months.
Yeah, it's very good for
I
B
think it
tier.
fits in the B tier. Yeah, it's a really good B tier. I think it would be a pretty bad A tier, but it's a
Yeah.
pretty good B tier.
And then next we wanted to start getting some power, so we figured we wanted to get a slow mega that could work really well in Trick Room. So we could have gone with sorry about that. We could have gone with Mega Camerupt
Camerupt.
or
Yeah.
Ampharos, but ultimately we ended up going with Mega Abomasnow from the B tier.
Yeah, I think the spread attacks was better because what Ampharos lacks is Ampharos's spread attack is discharge, and at this point, none of our mons want to take a discharge when the opponent attacks, and like we would have to draft some ground types. We
Yeah,
would have to draft some or lightning rod mons. It wouldn't be too good. And the problem with the what's the
Ampharos,
no, the other one,
Camerupt.
Camerapt.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the problem with Camerapt is I don't like it. So
yeah, that's fair.
yeah, at this point, the
Also, this
Abomas now,
Abomasnow gets some priority as well, which could be
yeah,
useful if
it
we're out of
gets
Trick Room.
Ice Shard, and it has actually 135 in both attack and special
Yeah, so
attack.
we could
So
we could run it either
uh,
way, which keeps
yeah,
the enemies on their toes. You don't know which one you're gonna see.
we had the same for Diancie and Abomasnow now at this point. So both can be physical or special. So opponent wouldn't know what to
Yeah,
do at like which one to prefer. I mean, both are obviously better at special attackers, but Abomasnow can still Abomasnow can go mixed as well, right?
yeah, for sure.
Blizzard, Wood Hammer, and Ice Shard are pretty much like standard. You can just replace the Wood Hammer with some Energy Ball or Giga Drain,
Yeah,
and it would still be great. Yeah, like I said, you said the Ice Shard is actually really important in that decision because priority is good, and I think at that point we didn't have any priority. It's an attack 3
yeah.
move.
I don't. Does the Salamence get quick attack?
I'm not sure I can check that.
Because that would
I
be
mean,
the
even
only
if it
other.
gets like,
But it's not even that good of a priority move since it's not
yeah,
Mega. But I don't think it does
it
get it.
doesn't. Yeah, if it gets, I mean, Mega would have obviously used it.
Yeah,
No, it
so
doesn't get it.
so that's our only priority up to that point.
Yeah, and it's a really strong priority, even if you don't
Yeah,
uh, invest
stab
in it,
ice move.
because we're never gonna run minus attack. We're always gonna run minus speed.
Yeah, so no matter
So the
what,
attack is gonna
it'll
be there.
always do some good work.
Yeah.
And then the next time we knew we didn't have a ground type at this point, and so we figured we didn't draft the ground type next. We drafted Substrika, but we did that because its ability makes it immune to electric types. We figured that would be good enough for now. And
Yeah,
also we knew
and
we wanted a fast electric type.
we wanted something fast because at this point we had our trick room pretty much set up with Diancie, Rainicus, and
Yeah,
Mega Snow. All three of them can just finish the game.
so we needed some
And
faster sweepers.
yeah, and also the Lightning Rod helped Milotic because this
Yeah,
team is what we drafted was really good against grass already. We
Lightning
just
Rod
need,
is the one that drags them all in, right?
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that's really good with Milotic
Yeah, it just
and Murkrow for
summons
that
it
matter.
to himself, and then our next one as well.
Yeah,
So I think it doesn't do too much. What we'll do is absorb some lightning, get special attack, maybe volt switch, maybe
yeah,
T-bolt. It gets overheat, I think.
it does. And flamethrower maybe.
Yeah, it's it
Def-
it, it
some
gets
definitely
fire
overheat.
coverage, and
Yeah, it might get other stuff
let
too. I'm
me
not
check.
sure.
Let me check. It can go physical or special. Though special is better with lightning rod. Physical is better if you don't think any electric is coming.
Yeah,
Other
I
than
don't
that,
think its
it's
coverage is too good, but I mean, that's why it's a C tier. It can still do what it
yeah.
does well enough.
It gets me first, which can be interesting.
Yeah,
It gets per quick attack, another priority one.
that's pretty good.
I mean, even though if it's really uh, bad, it gets the snatch. Snatch is actually kind of useful in doubles because you can snatch the protect and then
Yeah,
attack that slot. Yeah,
yeah,
it's actually kind of useful.
yeah. Or we
uh,
this I don't think Zephyr gets any setup on its own, but we can set up with one of our mons, and then he can snatch
yeah,
that to try to get some help himself.
sure. So it has like some pretty weird options, but it has the options. Like I don't think it'll come too much, but when it comes, it's gonna do some stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Our next pick was the Moltres, and I kind of forget why we picked this honestly.
that was a real because at that point I was looking at it and some team drafted the Celesteela and such, and like I was thinking, looking at the team, okay, how are we gonna beat the Celesteela? How are we gonna beat the steel types? To be
Yeah.
honest, like
Okay.
our best options against the steel types were Magmar at that point,
Yeah, which
which is not
isn't. Yeah.
which isn't what you want, like, or fighting Zero Nicholas maybe, but still that's not what
Yes.
you want.
Yeah, we wanted a fire type that
Uh,
can actually do more damage,
yeah,
unlike Magmar, which we said before it doesn't do that much.
the Moltres is a weird option, uh, but it's another mon that's good.
Yeah, another Tailwind
If you
mon
go
too.
fast mon, yeah, it
Yeah,
gets Tailwind.
Roost as
The
well. It can
Hurricane
be.
and Fire Blast is enough coverage to hit most things.
Yeah, since it's open
Uh,
Z in this league, you can always go Z
yeah,
Hurricane as well.
it has U-turn, which can be good for switching in and out, because at this point I don't think we have too much U-turn or volt
Yeah, I
switch.
don't think we did either. Just the Substrika, as far as
Uh,
I can tell.
and I think it had like a few other things, that like ancient power for coverage,
Yeah.
and yeah, not much. Oh, it also has pluck. Pluck is interesting in doubles because
Yeah, that's
there are
true.
lots of berries,
Yeah, that could come
and
in handy.
yeah,
We can catch him off
so
guard, take their berry, and kill him.
it's also actually really really bulky.
Is it?
Like 90 90 85, it's
That's not too
bulky
bad.
enough in doubles.
Yeah, with Roost,
Yeah,
max
it's like
HP, that can lift a lot of hits.
I don't know how many rock slides are coming against our team. They may come for sure.
Yeah, with Obama Snow,
Uh,
Murkrow,
yeah, but other than
Salamence.
that, the Moltres is actually not gonna die to one single attack if it's not a rock type attack.
Yeah.
So it can just sit there, set up maybe a substitute or something. It's another defogman if we need one.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like not a great one, obviously, but
Yeah.
it's a C tier, and we needed something to deal with the steel types, and
Yeah. And
Moltres should be able to do that. It
that
also
did the
has
trick.
Flame Body as ability, another Flame Body user,
Yeah. Some more.
so
Yeah.
can be
Yeah.
good against the physical threats.
Yeah. And then our next mon is the C tier Toxicroak, which is another kind of thing that can go special or physical, even though it is better as physical.
Yeah. And Toxicroak is was fixing so many of our problems
Yeah.
because it's another one that is really good against the steel types.
And it gets fake out, and it gets other
It get
priority like Sucker Punch.
Yeah, fake
And
out, sucker punch.
knockoffs always useful in doubles too for carrying those
It
berries as
gets
well.
quick guard. I don't know how useful would be, but quick guard to
Yeah.
maybe eliminate the fake out from opponents can be
Yeah,
good.
that could be good.
It has taunt.
Also,
It can set up.
its speed is where it can work in either trick room or not trick room depending on what we're
Yeah,
doing.
feint attack. No, feint is pretty good.
Yeah.
So it has a lot of options. Uh,
Yeah, it's
I
another
think.
versatile. It's a
Yeah,
very versatile for a Cmon. So I figured it was a pretty
true.
good
Like,
pick.
uh, I mean, uh, for its abilities, dry skin. I don't know if we had too much water weakness. Actually, we kind of have. Like, we have Diancie, Magmar, and Moltres, so dry skin can actually come handy.
Yeah.
Or, like, to prevent scald burns to things like Salamence and our next 2 months, which can be really affected by the scald burns.
Oh yeah.
So, dry skin and poison touch is also not a bad ability, obviously. Like,
Hmm.
fake out can just poison something, which is
That would be
good
nice.
enough.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
so for our next two picks, it's our last A tier and our one S tier, and we waited so long to pick these because after that all long drafting, we looked at other people's teams and we saw that odds are no one's gonna draft these next 2 months, so we can wait to draft them until the end. And so our next pick
yeah.
is our second mega, which is Mega Lopunny in the A tier, which we
Yeah, we
wanted.
need
We wanted some more speed and power out of Trick Room, and Lopunny is really perfect
our
for this.
our options were the Aerodactyl,
Yeah. Uh,
Alakazam, and Lopunny.
were we considering Beedrill? I don't think so.
No, because it was B.
Right. Yeah, we needed A
Yeah,
tier.
yeah.
But yeah, and also this is
Uh,
another fake out user.
Fake
Obviously,
out user. It has quick attack. It's
yeah,
already fast enough.
and it hits
It
really hard.
has
Like only steel types
it.
can
Just
resist the
let me
normal
calc
moves,
the.
and rock
Yeah,
types, of
let me
course.
just calc the things it gets. It gets after you,
Yeah, that
which
could.
makes you move after the Lopunny. So let's say we have the Lopunny and Abema Snow. Abema Snow can just fast blizzard anything
Hmm.
if you want to.
Yeah,
It gets Baton Pass, which might be useful. I don't know how much, but it's there.
yeah, could be.
And it gets the entertainment. It gets the what was it? Encore.
Oh yeah, Encore. Fast Encore could be really useful to keep
Yeah,
them protecting all the time, so that we can just get some free
uh,
setup or free attacks off.
yeah. It has really a lot of options. So uh,
Yeah, it's really solid A
uh,
tier, man.
Lopunny is a really solid mega because it's great as a support mon. It's also really really great as an attacking option,
Yeah,
and It's not actually frail because even though 65 HP, it has 94 in both defenses.
Plus, Drain Punch could keep it
So
healing as it's doing damage.
yeah, so the Lopunny is actually strong, and if we ever decide we don't want the Trick Room, it's gonna be there. It's gonna do damage. Like great thing is you have to be prepared to beat Lopunny outside of Trick Room, and you have to be prepared to beat Rainiclus, Diancie, and our next mon and Apoma Snow inside the Trick Room. So the prepping, the I think we have problems in our team setting, but the biggest strength in our team, we have great diversity,
Yeah,
and you can't just be prepped or you can't just come with a game plan. There in draft leagues there are teams that has uh, great team plan teams. Like you have a plan and you just go in with that, and your opponent has to break that plan. And there are teams that are focused on breaking plans, like be able to come prepared against anything your opponent throws. Like our team right now has a solid plan. We can just have a solid fast option plan or solid trick room plan, and our opponents have to break that.
yeah. They have to
Uh,
sort of decide which one we're gonna bring, and which
yeah,
one they need to build around. And if they choose wrong, then it'll just make it that much easier for us to beat them.
yeah,
And then our last mon is also amazing in Trick Room. It is our S tier Snorlax.
yeah. I just I'm so happy that Snorlax like was
He's
available at the last pick.
yeah, obviously he's super slow, so he'll always be really
He
good
is
in
the
Trick
best
Room.
man in doubles by
That
far.
too, yeah. Does so much
Yeah,
damage. And also, he
it's
has this
banned.
recycle with berries is just broken.
Yeah, it's banned in doubles actually
Yeah.
because it's really bulky. It can just easily set up belly drum because of all the fake outs and follow me's and such.
Hmm.
So it's gonna be a sweeper in doubles because it also has crazy coverage.
Yeah. It gets like
I
it
think it
gets
gets all the
pretty much
punches,
everything. Like it
rock
gets
slide,
grass,
EQ.
seed
Yeah,
bomb. It gets a lot
it
of
gets
crazy stuff.
anything. So you can just slap one attack next to return or facade, and then have belly drum, recycle, protect, anything you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
He's
like,
definitely worth having S tier. He's very very strong.
yeah. Other option were Infernape at that point. No, not Infernape, Incineroar, sorry.
Yeah, that
But
was also S
the
tier.
thing about Incineroar in MBL format is the strength of Incineroar in doubles. Incineroar is currently, I think, the second best man. The Snorlax is actually kind of Snorlax is banned from doubles OU. So actually, Incineroar is the best man in doubles overused, and the strength of it is you can lead with it, fake out something, intimidate, fake out, then U turn, just get out, and then bring it back, fake out, U turn. So you have this, you can cycle the intimidate, cycle the fake out, come in, come out because it's real bulky.
Yeah.
But in the league format, you don't have 6 months to switch around. You have three in each side.
Yeah. Also, the
So
enemies can they can see that Snorlax is coming and they can
yeah,
have some preparations for it. So it makes it a
the
little more balanced. Still pretty
yeah
broken,
Snorlax
but
is
it can be worked
better.
around better in double in draft.
Yeah, and there's a lack of strong fighting types in the other teams. Let me just see the what's the strongest fighting type drafted. I think we have the strongest fighting type drafted with
Yeah, like a
Lopunny.
Megalopunny.
Like there's Megalocaria in one team
Yeah,
and Crabominable. The Crabominable is the second scariest fighting type drafted.
yeah, that could give us
So
some issues, but I'm sure we'll
yeah,
have a plan for it when we fight it.
yeah. So it's the Snorlax actually has strong options. Snorlax can do pretty well. Yeah, and it has the support it
Yeah,
needs.
yeah, our team like is very specifically our team is very good for Snox because like I said, we have the follow me's and we have the fake outs and the
Yeah.
trick rooms. So our team was sort of built
Right
around
now,
Snorlax because we kind of knew we wanted him pretty early.
right now, what we're missing is, I would say,
We don't have a ground type.
We don't have a ground type, which
Hmm.
isn't too big of an issue because like volt switching is not that common in doubles.
Yeah.
Uh, and I think other than Milotic, nothing is not yo. Oh, Murkrow, Moltres, and Milotic are weak to electric mons, and that's okay. Milotic can actually eat uh, not Specs, Coco, Thunderbolt, if I'm correct, because it's really specially bulky. I mean, so it's a problem, but it's not a huge problem for us. The speed tier is weird. Yeah, like it can eat. Does it eat life orb? It may eat a life orb. T-bolt. Actually, it does with the bulk. Yeah, it definitely does. Uh, and we kinda lack strong special attackers outside of Trick Room. Inside Trick Room, we have Diancie, Rainiclus, and Mega Snow. But
Yeah.
outside of it, our best option is Moltres. That might be an issue. The we only have one intimidate. We have and our special defense is higher than our defense. I think
Yeah, that's true.
that I think those are the only problems we have. Uh, this team can do pretty well, I would say.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a pretty good team. I
Yeah,
think I think as we get battling and get prepping, we're gonna start seeing more clearly what exactly our weaknesses are. Then maybe we can make some
yeah.
trades and
We get
transactions
I
later
think
on.
six force transactions, right?
I think it's four, yeah, and
Yeah.
then unlimited trading.
So we can fix the team. I think
Yeah, well, so we can
we'll
fix
see.
any issues with it. We'll just see how it goes first, though.
There's no obvious fix right now, though. By the way, it's like this team is good,
Yeah.
so it doesn't need a fix badly. We will see after playing our games.
Hmm.
Let's hope. Last season we finished the second, the regular season, and
Yeah.
then we lost in the playoffs first
Yeah.
game because of three consecutive misses of bullet punch from Metagross against the
Meteor
Mega
Mesh.
Altaria. Meteor Mesh, sorry.
Yeah,
So
that was very rough.
yeah, that that was
Still
rough.
still
So
salty about that.
we're gonna bounce up this season, and
No
we're
misses
gonna
this season.
yeah. I mean, what do we have that can miss?
Diamond Storm,
Like
5% chance to miss.
Diamond Storm. Yeah, Diamond
Icy
Storm is
Wind,
okay.
uh,
We're never gonna bring Diamond Storm down.
or Icy Wind on Milotic.
Yeah, Moltres is a miss machine as well. Like
Hurricane, yeah.
yeah, Hurricane Fire Blast. That's scary. Anyway, that's all I think.
Yeah, that's the team. I don't have any way to record my DS, so unfortunately I can't post my battles.
We
But
will try to do past comps,
yeah,
hopefully.
yeah. But anyway, that's the team. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.
See you.